Hey guys, bringing you a replay against one of the top 30 players in Dueling book. Like the last replay, I'm playing this deck. I don't think I made any changes at all. It's sort of the same idea as the ARG champion. So if you need any profile explanations, just watch this deck profile, which is actually very good. I'm not running Foolish Burial though, because I'm an idiot, but I should probably be running it, especially seeing how it performed in this game. Probably in the place of the third Sires. So let's go. Whoa, 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 we already started. Yeah, there we go. So we start with basic Salamangreat hand. Actually, this hand is pretty bad. I only run 5 normal summons in the deck with 2 Foxy and 3 Debug, and I open 3 of them. Holy crap. But oh well. I do play the Debug, which is the strongest normal summon. If I open Foxy, I only have 6 cards that would give me a combo. Actually, 9 if we count. What's his face? Spenny. But yeah, not that good. Debug, best normal summon in the deck, because it definitely gives me the combo, what Foxy might not. And it stopped. Well, it's not stopped. He ashes the Valix. Like we did in the other video, ashing the Valix is a little bit tricky because if I have any extenders in my hand, 3 Spinny, 3 Circle, Foolish Burial, I can still play on, but not the case. I open way too many normal summons, so I have to pass. Now I'm passing on a pretty good board, like Roar and Rage. Like, call me in, and Rage is gonna discard one of these Foxies, so pretty good. Opens Debug, so if I Roar here, I pretty much win, sort of, win the turn over. So he passes, like, he sets, like, a strike, right, or something like that, so that if I play and then I have to pass to him. So right now I have to be very careful not to play around strike or something along those lines. Some of the Foxy, I think I used the effect of Foxy, which I should not have used. I say normal summon and then say effect. Yeah, I don't think I should have used Foxy. Foxy's too much of a good extender. If he has any hand traps, then Foxy can give me that extension that I might need. And his mill effect, well, his excavate effect is not that good in this situation because I already have Gazelle, I already have Rage, I already have Roar. Like, at most it could give me a Circle or Spinny, which is pretty good, but I think it already counts as a Spinny, so to speak, if I do not use this effect. So if I get a Circle, which would search Spinny, it's sort of the same thing, but this time it's a guaranteed Spinny. Foxy's a guaranteed Spinny if I don't use this effect. So bit of a misplay here, which gets punished hard by not excavating any Salamangreat cards. Oh well. Link into Valix, trigger Gazelle, and he triggers Phantasmate, which is great card in the Mirror Max. Great card. Trigger Gazelle, and then exchange. And I do not think he stops me, right? No, he doesn't stop me. Cool. So I have to send Spinny. If I hadn't used Foxy, I could send maybe Falco, maybe something else. Although I've already gone most of my Salamangreat cards out, it's not like I need to resolve a Gazelle. Like after the Spinny, it's not like I need to send much else. So summon a Wolf. This is pretty standard. I don't think I need to explain anything here. If you question any of my plays around here, just ask. Spinny. Trigger Wolf. I want to be triggering Wolf, getting small advantages so that if he stops me, like the Ashes Stalio, I still have gotten a little bit of advantage, although I think he would have Ash Gazelle, to be honest, due to the Foxy misplay. Because if he had Ash Gazelle, my place would have been stopped. I really just have to summon Wolf and pass. Well, Wolf, then send Gazelle like to the graveyard and trigger Wolf. So I summon Falco because I decide that I don't know why I summoned Falco. What was the? Oh yes, I decide that I want to get rid of his cards. This my win condition is simply to out resource him whilst having control of the board. I already have Roar in the graveyard, but since I want to summon what's his face Heat Leo twice to force a discard from Phantasme, I need Falco to fetch me the trap since I'm not gonna be summoning Wolf twice. I do not want to link Stalio for the second Wolf because Stalio is a high value card. If he's not able to deal with it, it's just gonna get me another plus. So I decide that the extra summon from the Jaguar is really not worth it compared to him losing cards in his hand, which is sort of what I want. I want to simplify the game state because I'm ahead. Link into Heat Leo and start simplifying, right? Use War actually. Yeah, Falco and Leo. He gets Circle. Yeah, you see now. Technically, this wasn't as good as I had hoped since Circle was traded for another card. But I am simplifying the game state. I could have sent Jaguar. I could be getting a lot more cards. I could have gotten this back with its own effect, but I don't want to have more cards. I just want us both to start lowering our cards so that he's with no cards and I'm with two, and one of them is a summon Heat Leo and Rage set, because that would mean I win. So yeah, right now I need to summon the second Leo, force a discard. Either that or the Phantasme is gone, but he wants to protect Phantasme. Phantasme is such a good card. He does send Foxy to the graveyard, which kind of sucks for me. But if not, he could have normal summoned Foxy and then just send it to the graveyard and have a link. So right now, he normal summons Debug, and I decide not to roar it because he has Foxy. So if I roar it, he has more plays that he can go into. He might have Gazelle in hand. I don't know. He might have Spinny. I still don't know. But I really think roaring this is completely wrong because he has an extension play with a Foxy. My bad for letting him discard Foxy with Phantasme, but oh well. He resolves Debug. Now we know he has Spinny, and like I said before, I know 100% that he has Gazelle in hand, because why would you search Spinny, which is a objectively worse card than Gazelle, if you don't have Gazelle in hand? So now I know two cards in his hand, Spinny and Gazelle. And I'm thinking like, wait, if I rage here, no, never mind, he can summon Foxy, so I'm not gonna rage here, I'm just gonna wait. On resolution I use draw, because why the fuck not? He uses Spinny, and here I'm thinking like, oh, he's just gonna summon, oh no, never mind, he uses Foxy, yeah, he can't use Spinny anyways. And he summons Foxy to pop Sanctuary. So right here, I'm like, yeah, now he's gonna summon Spinny, and when he summons Spinny to make the what's his face, the Stalio, I'm gonna trigger Rage. No, actually, never mind. I was thinking, no, I was thinking he was gonna trigger Gazelle because he sent the Spinny to a graveyard. So it's like, yeah, when he summons Gazelle, I'm just gonna pop these three and win because he has no follow-up play. I should have asked, do you have any triggers? But I did not. Now, blame is on me. It's not like he's sharking me on anything, or like he's trying to play sneakily behind me. He just linked those two away, which is the correct play to do. Well, not exactly the correct play. The correct play would have been to link Foxy away into Bellings, so he has, later on he has protection from Rage. But with this play, I obviously I should have used Rage as soon as he said, "Hey, no triggers." But it just, I was just waiting for Giselle to trigger. It never did, and he sent those two to the graveyard, which is, it could have been easily solved by asking. Now he summons Phoenix and forces me to roar. So I'm like, wait, I just win now, right? Because he hasn't discarded a Salamangreat card. So if I use Roar on Phoenix, he cannot summon the Gazelle because he cannot trigger it. Like, this is pretty easy, right? So get rid of the Phoenix. But turns out he had Foolish Burial. So he has another extension play with the Gazelle. And now he triggers the Gazelle. Luckily for me, he has not sent the Bellings yet. He could have with the Foxy, but he did not. So at this point, I already won. Should have done this way sooner, but better now than never. Also, if I had done this, he had the Foolish Burial plus Gazelle to go off, which is a really good extension play, but I would have the Roar for the Gazelle. So it would have been the same result. So I side in the 3 draws, which are pretty bad in this matchup. They can be good, like like I showed you in the previous video. For 3 Twin Sisters, 3 Pranka Shops, for I think 1 Pot of Desires, 1 Roar, and 1 Rage. And I do not side in the Call by the Graves because I decided that Solemn Strike is nuts in this matchup. Like, most likely I'm not going to be able to play if he opens well and I open no Hot Traps. So if I set Strike and they try to reincarnate anything, like summon another wolf, summon whatever, Strike deals with it. So also Strike is able to hit Gazelle in hand, is able to hit a lot of things reactively, right? When he is the regressor, Strike is helping me get back into the game. So I decided to keep this Strikes in. I don't know how correct is that, but I definitely feel like Strike is a way better card than Call by the Grave. Anyways, fast forward. Obviously he opens. And he opens Circle. Searches Jaguar, which is pretty weird. I should have been like, hey, why are you doing this, bruh? But oh well. He did Circle on the draw phase, which is a misplay because he's playing a wrong draw, and you should always side draw out in this matchup. So having Circle in hand as an unknown, I think is much better than using it in a draw phase against a deck that's gonna side out draw. Definitely game 1 do use it in the draw phase, but games 2 and 3 do not use Circle in the draw phase. So Foolish Burial, he drew this card a lot. Trigger Gazelle. Trigger, yeah, this is pretty obvious. I'm like, well, in fact, Veiler here would just end his turn, right? He can sort of extend with Bailings and Foxy, but can't do much else. So this is where my intuition or my logic should have come in, where I'm like, well, not here. Here. I know he added Jaguar. Oh well, I can click on it and see that this card is Jaguar. That's pretty cool. I can see that he added Jaguar. It's obvious that he has Spinny then in hand, because Spinny is an objectively better card to search than Jaguar. So if I know he has Spinny, which is a pretty good extender, I know that he can make Foxy Spinny. by normaling Spinny and then reviving Foxy. This could be easily solvented by using Valor on Bailings. He won't add the fuel spell, and he can normal summon Spinny. He can, you link it with Bailings, then get Spinny back, get a bunch of cards back, but he cannot stand that much if I Valor the Bailings. I do not realize it, and I only Phantasmate. Now I decide to keep Goblin because I think when you go second, you're usually forced to the Sires early before you combo for two reasons. Number one, you're probably not gonna combo because they can search. They can get more interruptions. Number two, a lot of the times you want to desire first to draw an answer before you try to combo, so that your combo's not stopped. So I decide to put back the Upstart Goblin and keep the Falco so that I do not banish the one-off. Obviously, activate Sanctuary, which I should have stopped with Valor. Get everything in play, like I said, and I decide to Valor the Stalio. Because I'm like, well, now he has no follow-up play. Right? He can, which is a very stupid thought by me, because he can obviously link into Wolf, summon Jaguar, or summon Spinny because he hasn't used Spinny yet. Like, kind of a bad play by me, but what else am I gonna Valor, right, in this scenario? I obviously should have Valor links, but I'm playing from the play. I'm talking about from the moment I did not Valor links. I think this is the best Valor target after that point. So to be honest, it's better than using it, never using it. So actually, in this scenario, there's a better Valor, which is the one that I'm gonna show you, the Valor on the second Wolf. Now, usually, you want to make the second Wolf here, and he would trigger summon Jaguar, and now Wolf will trigger getting him back to cell and circle. Now, obviously, you can only stop one of them with Valor, right? You can only stop if you stop the getting back the monster, then he just links these two away into another Wolf, which is decent because you're forcing him to waste a Wolf. But oh well. I think the Valor on the Stalio was the better Valor, because this way he doesn't have, the Falco, which is really annoying. Anyways, I draw. I know he has no disruption that I know of. Like, obviously he has one card in hand that I do not know. Could be a hand trap because he hasn't used it through the whole combo. But I'm willing to take my chances. Normal Falco, which is pretty good normal. Not as good as like Foxy or Spinny, or obviously, what's his face, Lady Devug, but still pretty good normal. Then I trigger Cell, and he obviously bashes the Cell. Pretty good. So right now I'm like, well, I'm obviously do not have anything to search from my deck, so I'm just gonna use the Sires, which by the way banishes the Jaguar. Now, I see a lot of people saying the Sires is bad because you like banish Jaguar, you banish that's pretty much the only one off. But like, I don't know, the traps, if you only run one, which I don't know why you would only run one copy of the traps if you run inside, but whatever. You banish the traps, yeah, it's bad. It's like, I'm not gonna be able to search the traps. Like, he's not letting me reach those cards. Why would I want those cards in my deck if I cannot reach them? Part of the Sires gives me a +1, which I think in this scenario does not matter that much. Like, the Twin Twister is kind of useless, to be honest. Maybe I should not have set it in. But I don't know. I really can't stress how valuable Port of Desires is in situations like this, in situations where you cannot access your deck, so you're like, well, bye, see you later, deck. Like I just want to be able to play. Anyways, right now it's pretty obvious what I should be doing, right? Spinny into Stalio. I pretty much I know for a fact he has no interruptions. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna Stalio. Stalio will summon the only target that I have, which is good target. I mean, which is Foxy, because like I said, Jaguar is banished. And I'm like, wait, I think it takes me a little while here to realize it. I'm like, if I want to get rid of Stalio, right, which is the biggest attack one, I can just link these two away. So that's what I do. This is an easy decision. I think everyone could see this. Get rid of the Stalio, and here he decides to trigger Gazelle because I've sent Foxy to the graveyard. Now he also does Circle Chilling too. I don't know why he does that. He could have done that later. So it takes me a while to think that if I ash the circle, I can get back the ash. So I'm simplifying the game state. Now I'm like, wait, should I ash the circle or the Gazelle? And obviously, well, not obviously. It takes me a little while to realize that ashing circle is better because Gazelle sends a card to the graveyard, which can sure it can be retrieved, but he needs to go off to retrieve it. I'm obviously gonna get rid of the Sunlight Wolf. Like right here with this board, I can just get rid of the Sunlight Wolf. So if he needs to go off or at least combo a little bit to get back what he sent with the Gazelle, ashing the circle is better because he's actually getting a card from it. So I decided to ash the circle instead of the Gazelle, and he does the sensible play of with Gazelle sending back Falco, which gets back the circle. Now this set circle does not add it to the hand. So right here I'm like, wait a second, I can get rid of all his cards, right? Discard Sanctum, resummon Foxy. I can link away Foxy into a Valence. Pop the Sanctuary, link these two away into what's his face? Leo. Get rid of this. But then I'm missing one monster. I've already used Spinny. Falco cannot summon itself from the graveyard at that point. What am I? I'm missing a monster. So I'm like, wait. I'm running Hita, which is an insane card in this matchup. So I just Hita. Of course, I get back the Ash Blossom. I mean, he's nice enough to let me add the Ash Blossom because I mean I've not summoned the Link monster yet, but I don't know. I think some judges would not let me add the Ash Blossom, but technically I've not actually played a card since I summoned the Bailings, so it's not like I missed my chance for the trigger. Now I've played a card, and obviously here I could have summoned. Well, no. Yeah, I can only summon Billings as a good target for Hita. If he had like a two, I was thinking he had a Stallion in the graveyard. No, I bounced that. If he had Stalio, I could have summoned Stalio, and he would have to trigger Billings there. So I would have 4 attacks, and he would have 3 monsters plus the Billings protection. So it would have been insane. But since he has no monster that has, well, actually Falco, yeah. If I had summoned Falco, it would have been the same thing. Because like Falco, and my own Falco, which by the way I pop Foxy with it. Foxy pops this, and then bounce the Foxy for the Falco. Yeah. So Falco here, yeah, I could have summoned his other Falco, but this way it works the same way. I get rid of his whole board and then do the Heat Leo. So I pretty much won the game. He needs to top that by again, saying like desires into two Salamangreat cards, like into Debug and I don't know, and Gazelle. So yeah, pretty much won the game at this point. Have an interruption and a pretty good board. I've already set up, and obviously not all, like, if instead of the Sires I would have drawn the Ash Blossom, would have been the same thing. I did not need the Twin Twisters, but at the same time the Sires, I cannot run more copies of Ash Blossom, right? The Sires does give me the power to get those cards, and I don't care. I could have banished every one of in my deck, every searchable one of, that I would have still won this game. So hopefully you guys saw the power of Portal Sires, saw the power of Foolish Warrior. Holy crap, what a card! I've definitely seen the power of Foolish Warrior, and enjoyed the game. So yeah. Well, cannot close this. That's kind of awkward. All right, see you guys later.